tapes have obviously been doctored. Who doctored the tapes? So how do you like it when people fraudulently use the events of September 11th, 2001 for their own commercial gain? Personally, I don't like it very much, and there's a couple of people I've just sort of come across that are doing exactly that, committing fraud and using the events of September 11th, 2001 for their own commercial gain. And this is Linda and Terri Jamison, who are a pair of twins that purport to be the world's only twin psychics. And they also say that they, and I quote, they predicted the World Trade Center terrorist attacks on national radio. And they push this everywhere. You'll see them on doing TV appearances. If you look on YouTube, they'll always mention how they predicted 9/11. Well, yeah. So, I mean, you might think, wow, yes, they predicted 9/11. That's pretty amazing. And so they must be psychics. So I've got to go out and buy their book or pay $300 or whatever it is they charge for their psychic readings. Well, no, you shouldn't buy their book, and you shouldn't go and pay money for their psychic readings, because they are in fact frauds, and I have the evidence of their fraud here, and I'm going to show you. So here is some footage from the Dr. Abloh TV show, which has the audio of the radio program where they're purporting to predict the events of September 11, 2001. So let's hear it.
Okay, and we actually have the tape from that show, so we're going to listen to that right now.
Okay. We are seeing various terrorist attacks on federal government, and also the New York Trade Center, the World Trade Center.
Yep, wow. They predicted 9/11. That's pretty incredible. Well, I've also found some audio footage from another source that is the same radio program that that audio we just heard has come from, and let's hear that.
Just wanted to say I'd like them to generalize a little more on the upcoming events of national disasters or anything like that. I'm sort of making a list, and I'd like to elaborate on that.
And you'd like to check it twice. All right. The upcoming disasters that you've chronicled.
Okay, just briefly, are you talking about natural disasters?
Well, natural and unnatural.
And unnatural, okay. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of natural disasters in terms of earthquakes and hurricanes, blizzards and earthquakes coming up, especially within the next 10 to 12 years. A lot of activity like that because of global warming. We are seeing various terrorist attacks on federal government, federal buildings. Yeah, particularly South Carolina or Georgia.
Really?
By July 2002. And also the New York Trade Center, the World Trade Center in 2002.
Really?
With a terrorist attack. And, yeah, so that's
We're seeing
much
school shootings, December 99 in Washington, Detroit in May 2001, Texas in about 6 months, where 6 will die.
So what's clear here is that there's bits missing from the audio that we heard from the Dr. Abloh show. There's chunks cut out of it. So it's a bit like the Watergate tapes. I think what we've got here is Twingate. So yeah, the question really is, who doctored the tapes? The tapes have obviously been doctored. Those tapes you're hearing, the audio we heard on the Dr. Abloh show, clearly doctored to make the twins' predictions sound much better than what they really are. Because if you listen to that tape, the second recording, you see that they predicted that the World Trade Center would be attacked in 2002, and they predicted that federal buildings would be attacked. I think it was in Georgia, not in Washington D.C. So the Pentagon got hit in Washington D.C., which is not Georgia. So clearly they've the tapes that the audio they're putting about is doctored. My question is, who doctored it? Was it Dr. Abloh or his producers that edited the tape to put on the show? If so, why are the twins just sitting there listening to it and don't speak up and say anything? They're basically complicit in the fraud if it was Dr. Abloh doing it. Or, were the twins themselves who did it? Were they the people that are supplying the edited tapes, the doctored tapes? What's interesting is that I've discovered some footage from a morning TV show in Australia where that show runs some audio of what's purported to be the radio program where they predicted 9/11, and it too has been edited.
And the most prophetic of all, the September 11 terrorist attacks.
We are seeing various terrorist attacks on federal government.
The twins made the prediction on radio 2 years before it happened.
And also the New York Trade Center, the World Trade Center.
I mean, I think that's very interesting that they're that two independent, sort of in two different continents, have got doctored audio from the twins, making me think maybe the twins are the source of the doctored audio. Either way, the twins are complicit in a fraud committed on the public to promote themselves for commercial gain, and I don't like it.
We're seeing school shootings, December 99 in Washington, Detroit in May 2001, Texas in about 6 months, where 6 will die.
Yeah.
Also Houston, school shootings in Houston, Tennessee, Alabama in 2002, Alabama, Boston and Omaha. We're also seeing Nebraska in 7 years, sorry.
So you're seeing a lot of that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, tremendous amount of activity with the school shootings, school violence.
There's an assassination attempt in 2004 or 6, and again 2017 or 18. A very high likelihood of endangerment to the president, but I don't feel it'll be successful.
Okay.
What do you foresee happening May 3rd of 2000 when 7 planets line up in the sign of Taurus?
Okay, good question. Around May of 2000, we saw a possible stock market dive, a possible crash.
It's a very chaotic time, Marty.
Huh.
May 3rd is a powerful day. Astrologically, I understand. We feel that the Antichrist will actually take form of 6 different bodies.
Oh, really?
6 different human beings.
Huh.
Yeah, within the next, say, 80, 85 years.
Wow.
There will be a great deal of ET contact in the year 2012, we're feeling. A great deal of communication at that point. I also feel that the Roswell issue will be made more plain around that time, around the same time, 2012, 2013.
Right.
She wants to know if Quebec will, in fact, separate from the rest of Canada.
Oh, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do think so. I'm getting a yes right now, and I think it could happen within a year.
Within a year?
Yeah.
Within 1 year, sir, and the answer is yes.
1 year?
Yes.
I'm very surprised.
Funny you're calling from Tennessee, because we did see a race riot in Tennessee in the year 2001.
A race riot
in
Tennessee?
Yes.
In 2001?
Yeah, we're seeing a stock market crash.
Oh, when?
Well, it's pretty clear around 2004, 2005 at the latest.
Yeah.
And actually, astrology does support this in some of my research. So.
And I believe that most of the energy that we do receive from UFOs, higher intelligence, is benevolent. We don't see it as particularly harmful or evil. Some we do, yes, certainly, but I think by and large we will see a fairly friendly communication overall.
There have been accounts of abductions that don't sound really friendly.
No, those are not. And we've experienced abduction as well. But we do feel that communication with UFOs is going to step up greatly within the next 7 years. So it'll be almost commonplace. But we also see very positive things like an AIDS cure in 2002.
Oh.
And a cancer cure, especially for breast cancer by 2007, for example. A breast cancer drug breakthrough in 2003. So many positive things as well.
Wait a minute now. Cancer when?
Cancer cure, hopefully 60% by 2008. And breast cancer controlled or prevented by 2007.